गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तब जय गाथा। जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे भारत माता की भारत माता की जय भारत माता की
जय।
Okay. Okay, now everyone stop your web cameras. Everyone turn off your web cameras and mute yourself. Turn off your web cameras and mute. Everyone, Adarsh Tiwari, Tanishka, Sakshi, everyone turn off your web cameras. Teacher, off their cameras. मला पण. Okay, I'm going to start with our portion, today's portion, okay? Still some students' cameras are on. Please turn them off. Okay, everyone, now pay attention over here. We have done till here, so I will just revise. Okay, the collective noun means what? Collective noun means a word used to make name a group or people, animal or thing. Okay, it is used to make, it's a phrase or it's a word which gives the more about the place or thing. For example, when I'm talking about the cows, the honeybees or the birds, everyone. Okay, my voice is very small. They will called it as that is called, okay, the collective noun. A flock of birds, a swarm of flies, a school of fish, a pack of dogs, a bunch of geese, and a herd of cows. A class of students, a team of horses, a team of players, a troop of monkeys. That till here we have learned, till here we have seen so many examples as I have gave you. Now the second thing in a collective noun you should be memorized is that a collective noun, Purvaja, maybe your voice is very low. The collective noun is a singular in form even though it means anything which is two or more, or two, more than two. Okay, now what they have said, when we talk about the particular word which we used for collective noun, it is always being a singular. Okay, it doesn't have s, es, ves, nothing. It should be a singular. For example, a set of tools. Okay, now what that, I have many tools over here. I have screwdriver, I have hammer, I have pluck, and I have a chopper, everything tools I have. But the word which I used to describe that is, let me show you this word, set. A set of tools. A set of tools. That means I'm using a singular word to describe my plural objects. Okay, that is the second rule in this. The set of a set of tools. So this is the set of tools. Let's see the another example. A bale of cotton. Bale of cotton means there are much of cotton is there, but I have used a singular word to describe that. That the word is bale. What is that word? The word is bale of cotton. So we have, if we have a cotton in a much, so we said a bale of cotton in the collective noun. Okay. Then a deck of cards. There are many cards in my deck, but as I have used the word deck, D-E-C-K, deck of cards. So that is a singular word. Now, collective noun is the name of a collection or group of peoples or thing. Okay, it's again a one more definition for collective noun. What is that? A collective noun is a collection of group of peoples, things, anything. So we count it as in whole. Together we count it as in whole. That is the collective noun. For example, when we are in a group of people, when they are standing, we said a crowd. What we say? A crowd, a group of people, a crowd of people. Okay, crowd. A fleet. For many ships, a collection of ships, it is used a fleet. What is that word? A fleet. A-F-L-E-E-T. Fleet. That means a collection of a group of ships. Now, an army. What is an army? In a collective noun, we are talking about the group of soldiers. We are talking about the group of soldiers. That is called an army. And when we are talking about when we talk about the trees, the shrubs, and the bushes, everything, we use the word a cluster. Cluster means what? A group of trees, group of bushes, everything. Cluster is called that. Okay. Now let's move forward. Okay. In a collective noun, this much only is there.
Teacher Sapna.
Okay, so you may have started learning a cycle, but after a practice, you have learned how to do the cycling. You have learned it perfectly, and you are now a champion in cycling. So what makes you perfect? The practice makes you perfect. Everyone, the man itself is in a learning process. So practice makes you perfect. So today we are going to learn about it's only a matter of practice. The lesson name is it's only a matter of practice. Let's start learning about this. Now, when I was talking about it's only a matter of practice, first of all, I want to tell you that we have many countries, our many neighboring countries, and from all these neighboring countries, we are going to learn a story from China. It's a story from China. Let us understand what happened once in the China. I'll just tell you. Long ago in faraway China, there lived an archer. The archer was there. That what was the name of that archer? The archer name is called Cheng Yozi. What is the name of that person? It's a Cheng Yozi. He was very skilled archer and could perform wonderful feats of archery. He was very much skilled in that, so he can perform a wonderful tricks. He can start. So what is the meaning of archer? Someone who shoots arrow from a bow. A archer. Now feats means what? All his strength. He can use all his strength and he can be a particular. Okay. So I was talking about a person called Chang Yozi. He was an archer, and he was showing his skill. Okay, he was having a strength. He was having an experience. Skilled means what? An experienced person. After doing a practice, we became a skilled person. We became an expert. Now let us see what happened. He could hit the target precisely at the center, even though when it is placed at a very long distance. Okay, now you may have seen many movies in that the archers are very skilled person. From the far away places they can hit the target. One of the good example from our India is Arjun. With the closed eyes he can just hit the target by a target of fish. You can see that the fish eye. You may have seen the story. So this was the skilled persons. Now, but Chang Yuzi, he was a skilled person. He was having the strength, but he loved to show off. He loved to show the people that yes, I am a skilled person. He was having that proud in himself. Okay, so he started showing off. He started doing his practices in front of all the people, and he was doing the many things that people get attract toward him. They got the wow, how can he do like this? So this is the show offness. We show off. Okay, precisely means exactly. Okay, precisely means what? We are exactly about what we want to do. Precisely means what? We are at our point where we know what exactly I'm going to do. Admiring means to respect or to approve people. We praise them. Yes, Chang Yosi is very good in hacking, and he is very he's showing these things very skillful. Everything that means the people are admiring him. People are praising him. One day he was practicing his skill in front of many admirers. The people who admire someone, that people who praise someone. Okay, in the middle of the place, he was started practicing to show off only that I am an archer, I am very good and everything. And the people were always admiring. Ah, Cheng Yosi is very good. He is very best. He is like this and that. All the people are admiring, but at the doing of practice he noticed what he saw, that an old man standing a back was carrying the gouts of oil that were hanging from a long cane of his soldier. That means all whatever work he was doing, he was carrying on his soldier. Okay, he was having the gouts of water. Now what is the meaning of gouts? Gouts means, you can see this picture. This in China, many backs ago we have oil cans, plastic oil cans, 5 liter can, the 15 liters can. Okay, but in China the people are using this kind of objects. It's a dried large fruits, different types of fruits they have. They used to take the plum from them and they dried them and used to have the oil in that. Okay, that is called the gouts. That is means the containers made from dried large fruit with a hard skin. Okay, for example the coconut and the wood apple. Okay, we can use them. The coconut shell or the wood apple, that shells we use as in container, as in bowl. Okay, that is called gout. Now, all the people clapping their hands as the Chang Yoji practicing, all the people started clapping. Wow, Chang Yoji, you are the best. Everyone was praising Chang Yoji. But this old man, the old man was very quiet. He neither clapped, he was not clapping, and he was not saying a word to praise. He was not saying a single word. He haven't liked that. The face of that old person is looking that he was just only standing and looking at him. He doesn't like that. Or he just stood there nodding his head and said it's just a matter of practice. At last, what did he said? The old man said that he said like, yes, it's a matter of practice, by nodding his head. Nodding head means moving up and down. Yes, when we say yes, that time we move nod our head. Okay, so he was neither a clapping nor a praising to Cheng Yosi, but only the single sentence he said about it's only a matter of practice. Uttered means what? Saying something. Uttered means what? Saying something. Now, Cheng Yosi was annoyed. Annoyed means what? He got angry. He said that how can it be possible that all the other peoples are praising me, they are talking about me, they are talking about my skill, but this old man is saying that it's only a matter of practice, means whatever skill I have, that is doesn't matter. So what he said, are you an archer yourself? He first question, what was his first question? That are you an archer yourself? So, do you think anyone can do what can I do with my bow and arrow? But he said that whatever I'm doing, whatever skill I'm showing, can it be done by everyone? Okay. So this was the question, and the old man replied. What the old man said? No, sir. What very calmly, very nicely he said that no, sir. I'm not an archer. I'm not an archer. I don't doubt about your skill. I know that you are a skilled person. You are very good in archery. But all I said was, what I want to say in all is, everything is a matter of practice. If the people standing in the crowd, if they don't know the archery, and if they do the practicing, they can also be a skilled person. They can also learn this. Okay, so it's only about doing the practice. Chang Yosi became very angry, as if someone is a very skilled person and we lower them, if we insult them in front of all the people, they gets angry. Same with the Chang Yosi. He got very angry. Now what to do? What was you pass such though comments or other people's? What he said with the angrily that who are you? How can you comment like this? How can you say that other peoples can also do if they practice? Who are you? That was the question. Now what is meant by comments? Comments means something that you say. Whatever you say, it becomes the comments. Please don't get angry, sir. Very nicely and calmly, what he said, the old man said that, don't get angry. Don't be angry, sir. I am just an oil sailor. Who am I? An oil sailor. You must have guessed from these gouts. Whatever things I am carrying, you have seen that. And you may have come to know that I am an oil sailor. Every day, now he is telling his own experience. What he is telling his own experience about, every day I fill this gourd with oil and sell them over the years. I am selling that things every year. I'm going place to place and selling this oil. And by doing every day this kind of thing, I have achieved some skill. Okay, and skill in feeling the gouts. I have achieved the skill in feeling that gouts. Chang Yoji just said, everybody said that, oh, what was that? They were very curious. Okay, so I have achieved the skill, the old man said. And Chang Yoji said that, now that means you are over skilled. Achieved means what? To succeed in finishing something, to achieve the goal. Okay. Now patiently the old man sat down an empty gourd. The things which he was carrying, that container, he kept down on the ground, and he put a small coin on the mouth of that gourd. What? You can see this is the coin. This is the coin. In the old days, the coins were having small holes in the center. Okay, the coins from China I am talking about, not from the India. In China, the coins are having small holes. Now, the old man started showing his skill. What he done, he kept down the gourd on the ground. He put a small coin on the mouth and he stand. The man stood up and took oil and the ladle. Ladle means what? The spoon, a spoon like we have to pour the oil. We used to pour the oil. Okay. So he used that and he started pouring the water in that gourd from the height. From the height means what? He was standing and the gourd was on the ground. So the 6 feet height he started pouring that. Patiently means in a very good manners, in a patient manners, in a calm manners. Okay. In those days means during the past time. Now what happened? When he started pouring the oil went straight into the gourd. Okay, through the hole. That coin was kept now. Through that hole, the oil went into that gourd. When the old man finished filling the gourd, when he filled it full, he lifted the coin, he put the coin and he started showing to the people and Changyosi that you cannot trace a single drop of water on my coin. That means this is my skill. And what, how I have learned this? I have made the practice every day. I am doing this work, and that's why I am perfect in my skill. I am perfect. That's why I have used. It's only a matter of practice. Chang lost his anger. When someone shows us the mirror, we lost our anger. Yes. So when the old man showed his skill, the Chang came to know that no, I was overconfident. I don't have to show off. And he said, he gave a short laugh. He laughed only and he said, "You have taught me something important today." With he lost all his anger, everything, and he came to that people and saying, "You have taught me something important." And from that point onwards, Changyosi never showed off. He never shown the skill. He never said that people that I am a skilled archer. If you can practice, you can also learn. That was the understanding of Changyosi. Okay. Hope all of you have understood the lesson. It's only a matter of practice. So from today onwards, all of you, if you don't know how to write in a good handwriting, start doing the practice. Practice it. First day you will have the bad handwriting. Second day also you will have the bad handwriting. But after 10 to 5 days, you will start improving. And one day you will become a skilled person in a good handwriting. This is my point of view. If you start it, if you do it, let me know your experience about what you have learned by doing it every day. Okay. So as a small child, as a student, you have the time to learn something, so start practicing.